Welcome back to Beyond the Manual. Today I'm switching gears. I'm getting a little tired of plumbing. I'm getting a little tired of doing wiring on the car. So we're going to focus in on getting some more parts off the shelf and back on the car. And the stock tail lights assemblies are in fairly good shape on the inside. They're not cloudy. They have a lot of shine to them yet. But the outsides have taken 30 some odd years of abuse. There might be a slight bit of delamination on some of it here. Might be hard to see, but when we get these cleaned up, you'll see it. But we're gonna do our best to clean these up, and I'll show you what I'm gonna use for polishing these. And we'll see how good we can get them looking and then put them back on the car where they belong. Now I'm gonna start with just some spray-away glass cleaner. This stuff works very well for prepping cars. It's been what I've used to clean up the engine bay. It's everything but a degreaser. And it works exceptionally well, and it has a nice sticky foaming action. So what I like to do is just spray. We're gonna leave that sit just for a couple minutes until you start seeing the bubbles die down. You'll see the bubbles start, and then when they start to dissolve, if you will, that's when I'm gonna get in here and start wiping. And I'm just gonna turn this rag over a couple times, and really we're just trying to get the big dirt off this so when we go to polish, we're not inadvertently creating a whole bunch of extra scratches on it. And these have been sitting on a shelf in the shop here, boy, since we took them off, not too long after we stripped down the car initially. So they could use a good cleaning, and that's our intention. The 91 and 92 GTA taillights are fairly hard to find, and if there's nothing wrong with them, we're gonna pretty them up the best we can here and put them back on the car. So now that I got all the initial dirt off, we're gonna do it one more time, find a nice clean spot on our rig, and again, just making sure that when we actually go to polish this, we're not creating a bunch of extra scratches. Now they're never gonna be perfect, and that's okay. The car, I said this the entire time on the car is not perfect, but it's, hey, can we get it running, driving, save it from the junkyard, bring back some high school memories in it, and have a good time. And I don't have a goal for it yet as far as when I want to be done. It would be great to take it to an event this summer somewhere, whether that's Iola, Poverty Tour. Highly doubt I'm going to make Power Tour, but I mean, hey, you might as well have a stretch goal. All right, so now that that's cleaned up here, I'm going to put my rag down. This is what I'm using. This is Meguiar's PlastX. I know people use this for headlights and other pieces. We're going to, this is either gonna work or we're gonna wreck the taillights. But we're gonna try it on the taillights here. I'm actually gonna go in 2 stages. Because these do have some scratches in it. So we are gonna use a low cut and high finish pad to start. These are Grants, they're from Harbor Freight. I have a Harbor Freight polisher, that's what we're gonna use. And we'll finish it up with the Grants universal finishing pad. And we'll wipe that down and we'll see how good we do. Let me take you in here and you can kind of get a feel for the condition of these a little more close up. Yeah, so here you can see what you'd expect after 30 plus years, right? Some swirl, some scratches, a little bit of cloudiness here, which I do think is on the outside. And we'll do a comparison here when we're finished with the polishing. All right, let's get this party started. Just like buffing car, when I make sure the pad has enough compound soaked into it here. This is a brand new pad, so it's never had any product on it. Do that a couple times here. Basically the key is you never want it to get dry while you're buffing, so getting there. One more pass, I think we'll be wet enough to get this show on the road here. Wet, but I mean, who am I kidding? This is gonna fling everywhere. But we're gonna start it on a lower speed here, get this worked in. This Bauer, I have it set on like we'll call that 1.5. Let's see, I'll try to hold this down while I go, and I don't think that'll move around too much. get this worked in, spread out on low. Again, I'm starting with the light cut, heavy polish pad, if you will. All right, now we'll speed her up a little. Might be hard to tell on the video, but I'm very wet yet. I'm not drying the compound out at all at this moment. Speed it up a little more. All right. That's probably about as far as I want to take that. We'll grab our, again, I think these are groats, but any microfiber cloth, and we'll clean off that polish. Try to get it out of the nooks and crannies, because it will dry in there and you'll see it later. So we'll work this into this gap, run that across best we can. Remember, these are never going to be perfect, at least mine aren't, but let's see what we got after first go around here. Oh, they were definitely shinier, so we'll tell you that. Okay, we got all that compound off. Again, you want to look, because once it hardens in there, it'll be a lot more work. Just a little extra time will make them hopefully come out here a little better. Okay, let's see what we have left. I'm going to go over this one more time. I see some spots, specifically here on this lower section, that I think I want to take a little more time on. And then we'll back it up and we'll put the fine pad on. All right, plan. We'll make sure this is nice and wet. The pad should be plenty saturated by now. Clean that off and see how, with the right rag, see how we did here. Oh yeah, oh wow, oh wow, okay, wow. This whole bottom section that I was initially going after is gone. That's kind of neat. You know, this may not look like a SEMA show quality car when we're done, but hey, can it look like a car that maybe we can pretend that someone has taken care of for 30 years? If they didn't know we did all the work to it? Okay, well that actually works so well. I'm going to do this one more time. So this will make 3. See, now you can kind of see some of that delamination a lot better up here. But that is something that I'm just gonna live with for now. And if I ever find another set of these in better shape, or if someone ever reproduces them, I'll worry about it at that point. Because I don't think you can easily take these apart to fix any of that without drilling out some plastic rivets. Well, there are clips in here, but we'll see. We'll see if we can break that seal. Let's see if we can get these outsides finished though, because that's where we're starting. All right, that's wiped off. This is, I wouldn't say overly saturated yet, so we should be able to get one more time out of it. Again, that's way too much. in the middle. There we go. So that's my pad. We're gonna work center section. Grab our rig, wipe all that down one more time, and boy, we are looking pretty darn good there. Might even get dangerous and do the plastic from the gauge pod. I don't know though. That to me might be a gamble. Get all the polish out of the reflective lens crevasse. Okay, now we're going to retire this one. That one's pretty much saturated, I'd call it. And we'll move on and put our this one I kind of had soaking a little bit, so we wouldn't have to wait. Get that one put on. Let's go over this. We'll see. We'll go over it once with the fine pad, see what it looks like if we do it 2 or 3 times. I guess we'll let the piece kind of determine that for us. And again, all this I'm doing very cheaply, I'd say. I think this is a $70, maybe not, $70 variable speed polisher. This is the, well, it doesn't really give me a part number on it per se, but it's orbital, I believe. 6-inch. I used this initially. I bought this for buffing the chrome bumpers on my 69 Buick while we had it. I think I will probably end up missing that car this summer, but so be it. Again, we'll just dab this on what we're working on here. Put a little bit extra on since we're doing both sides kind of from scratch again with this pad. And here we go. Boom. All right, we're gonna go grab a new rig and we'll just switch colors here so I can kind of keep track of what's what. What's the verdict here? Do we see any difference? Can we see any difference? Working it in. I guess we're not working it in. We're working the rig in there to get it off. And these have, I mean, honestly, these taillights aren't perfect. They have overspray on them from the last 20 years of someone trying to take care of the car with rattle. Holy smokes. Wow, wait till I bring you guys in here. That's incredible. All right, probably can't see it from your angle. Trust me, I'm impressed with myself. Okay, so with that one in the pocket, we're gonna do this one more time. Oh, this is so cool. Oh man, one more time I'm gonna focus in on a couple areas that I see, or maybe I didn't spend enough time. Down here in the corner is one of them. Up here is another. There's one more right here. And gosh, I think that's gonna do it for this. And we'll bring you in and you can check it out for yourself. And again, this has cost, if you consider, I think this was $10 for the polish. I probably have $30 in material plus, like I said, I think 70 for this this unit here. Ooh, let's get you back on the pad. Don't mind the noise. It's how you know you have a quality tool is by the way it sounds like it's got gravel in the gearbox. Okay. But really, people shouldn't be ashamed of Harbor Freight tools. Honestly, I know what I buy. I know the quality of what I buy when I go there, so I don't try to get disappointed with anything. But sometimes you just need a tool and you know you're only going to use it once or twice, or maybe you want to trial a tool before you go and spend big bucks on like a professional one. There's nothing wrong with Harbor Freight. Absolutely. You just can't go into Harbor Freight expecting you're going to be buying Klein tool quality at a third the price, right? I'd say they're a step up from Temu or Temu online there. All right. Well, you can almost see it where it used to say Pontiac right there. Well, that's neat. Okay, let me bring you in here. We'll take a look at how we did. I think you guys will be impressed. All right, we'll give you the walk-up view just so you can see the shine. But here, let me see if I can get, it's so shiny now, it's hard to, there you go. So still has, man, I mean, yeah, it's got some, what I'll call mediocre marks and scratches in it, but remember, I'm going fairly light on my buffing pad, and I don't want to risk damaging these. They're not perfect, but they're going to work for me. But boy, oh boy, are those, I mean, significantly better. And let me go show you what we started out with so I can do a side-by-side comparison. So this is my side-by-side comparison. Obviously, you know, if you're at a junkyard, they might look like this, but they could look like this. And super happy. These are gonna go right back on the car. I'm very, very happy with them. And we're gonna do the same with that one. And we'll speed that one up so you don't have to see the whole process again. We'll take you in, take a look at the second one. Turned out just as good. You can see the shimmer on that. On the black, we still have some those might even just be fuzzes. Yeah, some minute, maybe swirl marks on the end. But for what this is gonna be just fine. Again, you can kind of see a little bit of the delamination happening on these, but overall they're in pretty good shape. So we're gonna live with it. And this is why we're going through all this, other than, well, yes, I want the car to look nice, but I mean, we cleaned up everything on this car the best we could with two guys, or me and my dad, in a shop. So since all of this is nice and clean, we might as well put clean things back in. Go through and put in all of our lamps. Although I think I broke one. Did I break one of these? Let's find out. No. Yep. I broke that one. So maybe, ooh. And that, I don't know if you can tell, that's a little corroded. Oh, nope, I broke two. Biscuits. So We'll probably go get some new bulbs for those. Before we go and put all the tail lights in. And then, yeah, we'll put them in. You know, kind of get a sneak peek what the back of the car will look like. And there they are, installed in the car. Short of the delamination, these are in just awesome shape, and they cleaned up really nice. So this is something I would definitely not be afraid to try at home on your own. But thanks for watching. I know this was a little bit shorter one. I did say I'd create a few more of those. So again, I very much appreciate everyone liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thanks for watching Beyond the Manual.